Raw Phoenix was trash. This is trash. And also
the Derbinator.
Yeah.
Hello.
If you don't know who I am by now, sorry guys. Look at the title of the show. This is the Raw after the Rumble.
Yep.
Let's set up everything for Mania. I mean, even though we got two pay-per-views until we get to Mania. Two.
We also have a number of weeks in between. You don't need to put everything in one show.
You don't. But the Phoenix crowd, with the exception of one wrestler, the Phoenix crowd was the star of this show.
Yes.
You did have a lot of burn it down chants. You guys are in Arizona. I don't think you need to burn anymore. Seth, who will he face? I mean, come on. Yeah, it was going to be his decision. And take his...
Was it going to be his decision?
Well, Triple H said he had to make his decision by the end of the night. There were chants of take his belt, take his belt. Triple H got some NXT chants.
That's the point, though. No matter who he's choosing.
Right. Wait, what? But, yeah, take his belt, some NXT chants for Triple H. Dad Triple H is so happy with, Seth Rollins.
Yes.
His son.
Or I was making a joke about Dean because he's growing out his beard just like Trips.
Remember when they faced off at the first roadblock?
End of the line?
End of the line, yeah. Actually, was that the... I think the roadblock end of the line was in December, actually, that year.
Yeah, it was the only one I think they've had.
They had two. They had one in March, but that was like a house show that they turned into like a network event. And then Roadblock End of the Line was just as well. Moving on. You could tell we did not care one bit about this show. There were some good parts.
Yeah, we won't discount the good, but the good does not make this a successful show.
No. Dean comes out, and finally, Renee may have questions. Dean also was finally a little more focused on his promos as opposed to what I am focused.
You know, the obvious result that happens when you're focused.
You lose.
Yes.
But he did have more focus on his promos. He wasn't talking about diseases and all this bullshit and whatever.
He did say that it made him sick, and I was like, wait, but didn't you get shots for that?
And then at one point, he says he wants a match with Seth Rollins. Triple H is like going to leave, and he's like, oh, do you need to ask your father-in-law for permission? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. The crowd
go cry home to Daddy. Daddy.
God damn it, Ross.
Millennial speak.
Oh, god damn it. Whatever, I mean...
I am a millennial, and I don't get it.
Oh, but remember how Rhonda said that Becky was a millennial?
And Rhonda the same age?
Yeah, same
which is mentioned later tonight.
It was. We then get Dean versus Rollins because new era. New fucking era.
Yay.
It was a good match. It was. It was well done. We did need this type of...
It needed to be more like medium rare, but it was well done. I mean, it was technically edible.
I see we're trying to meet somewhere with these puns.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
The stakes are too high. So, we did need this heel Dean before. He was much more vicious here. Rollins ended up winning, though. And that sell on that freaking curb stomp by Dean was pretty good. But yeah,
pretty good.
We then get Dean upset. He was going to cut a promo, and Nia and Tamina interrupted. Dean looked like a coward running away from them.
He walked away and was kind of scoffing at him. It's like, you're not worth my time. You're followed up with a...
He just should have beat them both up. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not like a Snuka isn't used to being beat up.
Yeah, but that's on national TV and not on a pay-per-view. They're really trying to test the waters with how comfortable people are with the intergender wrestling. I don't think Nia is the best representative for that.
Nia isn't a good representative of anything, to be fair.
Incompetence?
She is a good... Okay. She's not a good example of anything good. So, yeah, they interrupted Dean, and Dean is he is on the frickin' floor creatively.
Yeah.
I do not understand.
One could say he's on the fringes.
The lunatic fringes?
Yes.
But then we get Mickey and Alexa versus Nia and Tamina, and the winning team qualifies for the Elimination Chamber match to crown the first ever of this era WWE Women's titles. The answer may surprise you.
No, it won't.
No, the answer, unfortunately, is not Alexa and Mickey.
It's Nia Jax and Tamina.
quick question.
Why?
That too. But quick question. And this is not a weight joke. For those two women, are they going to have pods big enough? They aren't. You know, are you going to make a special pod for them? I'm just asking.
If it's going to be if there's going to be tag teams in there, they're going to have to give them some space anyway.
Right, but just...
And you know they've already planned this all out in advance for when Tamina and Nia get the tag team titles.
They're going to get the tag titles, aren't they?
They're going to get the tag titles.
But they might as well take him and do what Medusa did and throw him in the trash.
Yeah.
Nia and Tamina are not worth...
Welcome back, women's tag team titles. Goodbye, women's tag team titles.
They aren't worth investing in. I'm sorry. I mean, they aren't. And I mean, people could say, oh, Nia in the Rumble. One thing I do want to say is people that said that Nia in the Rumble, getting beat up by men, it was a domestic abuse situation. That's stupid. That's a stupid take to have. Nia isn't any good and shouldn't be in either Rumble, but it is not a domestic violence or, you know, man-on-woman abuse thing.
The point of her appearance at the Rumble, on the men's Rumble, was essentially, anything Becky can do, I can do better. She was wrong.
Because Nia can't do anything better, because Nia's trash.
I'm bad at everything.
But yeah, guess who won? Oh yeah, Nia. Nia picked both. Nia picked up both Alexa and Mickey, and then pinned Mickey.
Samoan plopped them.
Samoan plop. Yeah, that happened. So they're in the chamber.
The show took a lot out of me.
It also doesn't help that we had like maybe 4 hours of sleep after the Rumble, which I think is still going on somewhere. A Kirk Angel promo. That was weird because he was just staring off like this, talking for absolutely no goddamn reason, and I don't understand what the fuck they were doing.
It reminds me of the IT crowd.
The what?
Some days I just remember. It just goes to a flashback.
Oh, there you go. So, Corbin and Kirk Angel.
Just don't open the red door.
You know, that door wasn't even red once, and I wanted to paint it black. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't. I'm sorry.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't. Wait, the IT crowd or the IT crowd?
Yes.
Oh. Corbin and Kirk Angel, though. Corbin won the match. That shouldn't have happened. Kurt doesn't really mean anything. I mean, whatever. Kurt's never going to be world champion.
Yeah.
Here is my main criticism of this match.
It didn't need to happen?
That too. But the announcers arguing like children.
Oh, God.
Look.
Whoever wrote the fucking script on that, fire their fucking asses, because...
It was Vince.
Yeah, because, like, Corey, they were making it so that Corey had to constantly shout over the two of them to get whatever the fuck story he was supposed to be on while they were interrupting him. And it was annoying and took away from the match, which honestly wasn't all that good anyway.
No.
Because Baron Corbin is uninteresting.
And not good on promos.
Yeah.
I'm going to be perfectly honest, they need to take Corey off of Raw, and they need to just have him on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because...
They'll utilize better there, and you can allow Renee to flourish more.
They really need to go down to a two-person commentary team for the main roster shows. And I get why they do it in NXT. Okay, whatever. Nigel, Percy, and Morrow are great.
Yeah, because Morrow does his damn job and does play-by-play commentary. Michael Cole was not doing that.
I know that Vince overproduces the commentators, but I'm sorry. It is getting to the point where you almost don't even need commentary on Raw. Because it's not adding anything to the matches. 10% of the time, maybe they are. This was... It made Corbin seem devalued. Not that that's much. And Kurt doesn't mean anything. Why is Kurt still wrestling?
I have no idea.
He should be used as a special attraction. Really, bubble wrap, appropriate. Balor promo. Well, he cuts a promo saying that he hurt Brock Lesnar, and then Leo and Lashley come out and Lashley beats him up. That happened.
Yeah,
whatever. And nobody came out to help Balor, by the way.
Right.
Not Owens, not Zayn.
I guess Balor's just going to be challenging Lashley for the IC title.
They need to have Owens and Zayn come back. If they're ready, have them come back. Because Balor in that program, not good. I mean, I get it. It just Balor's right back to the mid card, and Lashley seems marginalized already as IC champion.
Yep.
Have the IC title defended every week. Have it be an open challenge. Like what they did with him and Apollo Crews. Well, I mean, even though it wasn't for the title, it was at least a fresh matchup.
Yeah, and it's just, it's puzzling. Like, what the fuck was this show in general? But also, what are they going to be doing with Lashley? They're not really setting up much. Maybe Finn Balor's going to be going after Lashley for the IC title?
But is Balor going to win?
I don't know.
And even if Balor wins, then you devalue Lashley. It's just, and you need... One thing that does need to happen, though, is if Lashley does lose the title, holds it till Mania and loses it, he's got to destroy Leo on the next night on Raw. He's just got to. He's just got to. You need to reset it with Lashley, and this pairing is not working. Can you tell we did not like this show? Revival versus Hawkins and Ryder. And Cole called Hawkins and Ryder the Rated R Entourage. Cole, I hate you. They were La Familia. Well, they were actually the
Rated R Entourage.
Bongtourage. So, yeah. A Shatter Machine to Hawkins, and at least the Revival won.
Yeah. They beat Hawkins.
Yes, right. That should happen. They're telling a story.
Like the Village Bicycle of Losses.
Is that like when they made Alicia the 205 Live bicycle? Man, that was bad. But
Alicia? No, I'm not going to do that.
Not even worth it for this review. But the Revival, hey, the Revival got a win.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. They're not going to be used well. Daniel and Rowan are backstage because Seth gets to decide to face either him.
You won't believe what happened later on in the show. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we will get to it. Elias, I'm wondering if Elias is going heel again because the crowd wasn't really cheering him that much. Is Elias going heel?
They were cheering him, and they were going along with everything he wanted them to do.
That's a good
They wanted to make him heel for whatever reason. Maybe being a face, the merch sales are down, and they want to make him a heel again.
Or I'm reading into this too much. I mean, because he wasn't necessarily dogging Phoenix, it was because he was getting the adulation. He wasn't saying anything bad about the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Jeff Jarrett showed up again, and Road Dogg showed up, looking more. What do you say about the Road Dogg?
Oh yeah, Road Dogg, more like Road Hog. Am I right?
Look, everybody gets out of shape at some point, but I'm sorry.
Happens when you get old.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're doing, Chris. I know what you're goddamn doing. At least Elias beat them both up.
Yeah.
I mean, Jarrett got in more offense than he should have.
We didn't need the singing, but he was there, and Rousseau's Road Dogg, and they're like, fuck it, whatever.
I mean, Elias at least beat them both up. That's what was needed, but it's just... That is the most over that Jeff Jarrett has been in 20 years.
Yep.
And by the way, that's how his offense...
Imagine how a broken guitar I finally drew a dime for Jeff Jarrett. And it wasn't his.
And Road Dogg is still bad at creative and bad at his job. Then Dana and Natty. Dana says, I'm better than Ember and I'm better than you. Okay? Mojo was talking to himself in the mirror. He says, this ends now. Soon they will all see. Which one is it, Mojo? Is it now or soon?
Yes.
Right. What the fuck was that?
Now. Soon. Now. Soon. Soon now. Soon now. Soon now.
But what was that, seriously? It was ridiculous. Hey, if they're going to do something different with Mojo, if it works, fine. The heel turn didn't work, and anything else didn't work, maybe this will. He'll have a split personality, which means he can play hide and seek and find himself. So, Natty...
Many people go their entire lives without finding themselves.
That means their hands don't work. Anyway,
right.
Natty and Dana versus Sarah and Liv. It was an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and Liv won a match. Liv.
Yes, Liv won a match. The Riot Squad won a match.
Hooray! They're gonna get eliminated first in the chamber, aren't they?
The Riot Squad won a match.
They did. They're gonna get eliminated first in the chamber now, aren't they?
The Riot Squad.
I'll take that as a yes. You then had Natty upset at Dana afterwards, but the Riot Squad won a match. Mm-hmm. And then we get Rhonda getting booed mercilessly with this promo, and a bad promo before she faced Bayley. Sweet Jesus. I think she expected somebody...
I don't think she expected the amount of booze that she got.
She should. I mean, I don't know what
she got so many boos, she was drunk off the crowd.
What did they expect? That she was going to cut her hair off and wipe Sasha's feet? Not gonna let that go.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, Bayley versus Ronda. Bayley answers the open challenge. It was a good match. A nice Suzuki knee bar by Bayley. It was really good submissions. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
This is the best that Bayley has looked in about 2 years.
And Ronda had her beaten submissions because, of course, she did, because she's Ronda freaking Rousey, and she knows a lot of submissions and knows how to break out of them.
Yeah. And you get an armbar, and Bayley taps. It was the right call.
Yep.
Good stuff. Bayley didn't look weak. But then you get Becky is here. Becky's music hits. One, holy fuck is she over. Holy fuck.
Yes, she is. Crowd up on their feet, cheering for Becky.
Becky says, what does Becky say?
I forgot.
She says I don't need, it's like Seth Rollins, I don't need the amount of time Seth Rollins needs.
Right.
I choose you.
Ronda Rousey, I choose you. Ronda!
And of course Becky was no, the Pokeball, she just comes out for me. But Becky had that knee brace because selling the whole thing with the knee.
Yep.
They could have gone with a nice Owen Hart Bret Hart moment where Ronda could have kicked Becky's leg out of her leg. If you don't know what that is, check out the 1994 Royal Rumble. I love Owen, but that promo will live in infamy. I don't know what Ronda's promo was because she had some moments where she was fired up.
She was doing really good. She was getting that intensity that she's been missing in her promos.
And then
she did, stumble a little bit, and it was negligible at best. But then, I'll see you wrestle.
You need to stop throwing the mic down.
Now, to be fair, Ronda's not the only one who does that. A lot of people do it.
Oh no,
Johnny Gargamel did it.
He did.
I always have a... Are you sure?
You sure about that? This was good. This is the way you build it up. One, I don't care if you slot Charlotte in or if you have Becky and Ronda one-on-one. Has to be the main event.
Yes.
Has to be. Especially since Ronda might leave, for a bit.
Yep.
Because her genitals are not our business. Despite her hatred of trans people. That's right. But still, good stuff. And Becky
says with no sense of irony.
I don't think she has much of a sense of anything. Not since Nunes knocked it out of her. And Nunes knocked Cyborg. This was good stuff though, and a perfect way to build a match. And then Rollins and Braun with a stroke of respect, as you said.
Yes.
And then we get to Braun and Drew, and that happened. Because Corbin came out and ruined everything.
Of course he did. Corbin ruins everything. And no, that's not a sequel, another sideshow for Adam Ruins Everything. Corbin just ruins most everything he's in.
I mean, I wanted him to succeed when he was in NXT. I thought maybe there was a chance. He has not evolved his character at all. His promos aren't very good.
Well, his character has evolved, but like some evolutions in Pokemon, it was a completely useless one.
There you go.
He's in the Metapod state right now. But anyway.
Alright. Yeah, we need to do that. Braun got laid out. I guess Corbin and Braun is continuing. Don't know why. Braun and Lesnar may continue. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We then get, for next week, the final qualifier in the Raw, on the Raw side of the women's tag team Elimination Chamber match.
Do you know who Nikki Cross is teaming with?
I do not know.
Alicia Fuck this gimmick. I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's gone on too long and I am too tired for it.
They're going to face Sasha and Bayley. Why don't you just give Sasha and Bayley the match now? I mean...
Alicia and Nikki Cross are a tag team that kind of makes sense in the general scheme of things because they're both batshit insane character-wise.
They are. But yeah, that's going to happen. Seth's choice. I'm going to make this very short and sweet. Brock and Heyman bored everybody. I'm sorry if you find Heyman interesting. That's fine. He bores me. And then Rollins came out and got F5'd about 50 million times.
It was about 5.
True. He did not kick. Actually, I think it was 5 or 6. But anyway, the whole point is, yeah, he kicked Brock a little bit and then went for the curb stomp, got F5'd a whole bunch.
Do you notice anything missing in this segment?
Anything interesting?
We have a distinct lack of one Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan
showed up, had a backstage camera segment, but nothing happened.
That's weird. Why were they like that? By the way, some of these reviews may be shorter or whatever. We're baffled by this show. We're baffled.
Yeah. Although this isn't necessarily short, it is going over 20 minutes.
No, I'm just saying this one is something we're now analyzing more. But some other reviews may be shorter than this. I'd C minus, D plus,
D plus,
D plus, yeah,
D plus,
and also.
Speaking of D's, the poll is up here. And you can go ahead and vote on that poll.
Leave some comments, like, dislike. By the way, thanks for getting the Royal Rumble review to almost 2,000 views in about 22 hours.
Sweet Christ.
Thank you, guys. Seriously, that's the most views that we've had on any single Rumble or any single pay-per-view review, beating WrestleMania 34 last year.
Yeah.
But anyway, agree, disagree with what we said. Yeah, we said all that stuff, and there's a thumbnail at the end of the video from this guy. We will be back with a gaming stream pre-SmackDown and the SmackDown review, but it's Real Honesty with Ritland and
the Durbinator.
We're going to sleep after this.
Yes.